Hello there and welcome to some Forza Horizon 5. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Subaru S209. This is the first car to come out of the car pass, more on that in a minute. So I figured I would cover it, give it a brief overview, show you a few bits you can do with it, not drive it because I'm not really good enough to give you detailed driving thoughts and how this car's going to stack up or whether it's going to be the newest leaderboard killer, but I'm going to give you some basic information about it and, well, tell you that it's out because this was a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't realise this until it was on Twitter. I didn't realise this was actually part of the car pass, to be honest with you. I thought it was like a Forza shop item or something and we'd get an announcement about the car pass, but we didn't. So let's detail how the car pass works in this game. So if you go to buy and sell on either your house screen, just whatever you've got set as your home, I guess you will see this object called Car Pass. Click on that and you'll find out that we're going to get a new car every week, apparently. Not two cars like we did in Horizon 4, not an entire car pack, which would be my preferred method as we did with the previous Forza games. Instead, we're going to get a car every week. We'll detail these when they come out, but for now, we have the Subaru Sti S209 from 2019, 341 horsepower, 330 foot-pound torque, 3,485 pounds of weight. This car is in the modern rally class and is B-Class 689, all-wheel drive as you would expect from a Subaru WRX. So, the S209 is a US-only run-out for the current generation Subaru WRX, which is going away very shortly. In fact, not quite the final cars, but this is sort of a final send-off edition, and unlike the previous S-model Subarus, which if you're a big Subaru fan, you will know about, say the S204, so on and so forth. They've made 3 of these in this body style, the S207, S208, those were both Japanese only. The S209 is US only, which is quite interesting, and essentially builds off of the Type RA, which came out a couple of years ago to celebrate this car, at the time being the fastest 4-door sedan on the Nürburgring. There is actually quite significant changes to the standard Subaru WRX. You'll notice sort of this wide body, the canard around the front, a slightly different front grille design, which I think makes the car look really aggressive, really good looking. You get a carbon roof and a carbon spoiler, which is unlike what you'll see on any other WRX. Not so much a fan of those two additions. Some vents out the back as well, but the most significant change is underneath the bonnet. The WRX often gets criticised for essentially being stuck in the past. It's had relatively the same amount of power for 2 decades at this point. This car, however, is different. It has 341 horsepower from its EJ25 motor, thanks to some upgraded pistons and a bunch of other inner workings. So this is significantly quicker than a standard WRX. It's also significantly more expensive. I believe this car costs $64,000 in America, which is quite a lot for a Subaru, but it is a run-out model. Only 209 will be made, and I'm fairly certain they have all been sold off by now, and these cars are worth significantly more than they were on the used market now than when they were new. So it's a really nice send-off to the current generation of WRX, what will probably end up being the last proper WRX if you are so inclined as we move towards the future. Probably, I mean, to be fair, I don't know too much about the 2022 WRX, but I imagine it is going to be quite a significant move away from this car. But yeah, just a really good looking, obviously it's all-wheel drive. I've often said if you want to build a car, especially in Forza Horizon, a Subaru is an absolutely fantastic platform to go with. It's all-wheel drive. It's just big enough for wheelbases not to become a problem, so you're not really going to have to worry about overpowering the car too much. They are excellent on-road, off-road, whatever you need to do, a Subaru will get it done, and the S209 will probably be a very fantastic platform to customize. Speaking of which, I will quickly go over some interesting things about the Subaru S209. One interesting point is this car does have a wide body kit, which I do not think the 2015 WRX STI has. Admittedly, I haven't driven it in this game. I still don't own that many cars, but this car will actually get a Varis wide body kit, which is a rather interesting looking body kit. I'm not usually a fan of these wide bodies, but this is the sort of wide body I like. All the fenders are covered over, and it really transforms the look of the car. I get reminded of the body kits in Need for Speed Carbon when I look at this. I think it was body kit 3 added some really widened fenders to it, and this thing looks great. The front door looks slightly odd now that I see it, but this is a fantastic looking body kit. And again, having this body kit also increases the Subaru's versatility, because when you have a wide body kit, you also have the option to widen out the tyres. In this case, 325 tyres, which are probably bigger than the standard tyres. In fairness, that's not quite as big as I was expecting, but this body kit is really cool looking. I might end up buying 2 of these cars just so I can have one with the wide body kit and one with not. Yeah, standard tyre width is 295. Engine swap wise, there is nothing too significant in here, I'm afraid. No cool diesel engine swap or anything like that. You get the flat 4 turbo rally, which is, I think, a relatively unique swap to the Subarus, which basically brings the engine out of the Rally North America cars. A 6.2 litre V8 from a Camaro, and then also the flat 6 from the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4 litre. In terms of aero customization, there's nothing too significant here. Interestingly, the mud flaps, which are usually side skirts, are classed as front bumpers here. Don't know why, but they also have their usual weird ability to dump drag off the car, which is interesting, and also the raised front bumper, which adds another set of canards in case you just don't have enough canards on the front of this. Wing wise, you can't put the standard Subaru wing on it. The standard wing is also non-adjustable, but the Varis one, which is supposed to go with the wide body kit, is adjustable. And there's also rally lights, which magically save £6 of weight as well. So I'll quickly show you off. Unfortunately, there's no body kit preset for this car, so you can't sort of see what it all looks like together. But either way, if you want the entire Varis kit, that's what it looks like. A really super aggressive looking, almost looks like the Time Attack Subarus and Evos of old that you see. But yeah, that is the Subaru S209 covered. I do hope you've enjoyed. Again, I apologise, there's no real gameplay. I can't give you a lot of thoughts on this car or whether it's going to be good in a certain class or not, just because I'm not skilled enough for that. But hopefully I can instill you with a little bit of knowledge about this car, and also show you what it's about, so you can watch this video and then, you know, figure out how you want to build your own Subaru S209. But either way, I will be here next week for the Renault Gordini, so join us for that. I will also say this week in Horizon is not a series that I'm going to be keeping up on. It didn't do quite as well view-wise as I might have been expecting it to. To be honest with you, I can't say that's really surprising, so that I will not continue on with, but this I will continue on with because I do like talking about the cars that they add to the game. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.